Why, hello, you great, good, amazing, super cool people. Hey! Hi! How you been? I feel like I haven't seen y'all in like one whole business week. That's too long. Hey! Nice new outfit. Oh, trust me, this is not new. Hey, but I'm glad you like my outfit. Hello. Yes, Cyan is back. Sorry, I was croaking a little bit last week. I am a teacher. I do get sick a lot. It's okay. It's part of the job. I was sick. I wasn't like super sick. I didn't have a fever or anything. I just had a sore throat and I was coughing and sneezing a lot, and I didn't think it was a very good thing to stream if I was like croaking like that. Also, thanks for the raise, Shadow. What were you doing? What were you playing? If you're sick, you don't need to give it to me. I already gave it to you. I hate to break it to you, but I've already given you the plague. There's no turning back now. There's no turning back. You always playing Fallout 4, Shadow. Always. You look cute and beautiful today. Oh my god, thank you guys are so sweet. All right, let me say hello to everybody first. Let me say hello. Hi Lizzie, hi Hyrule Warrior, hi Pinky, hi Wave, hi Leviosa, hi my cats, hi Red Miller, hi Jova, hi Army, hi Shadow, hi Full Blossom, hi Contagion, hi. I think that's everybody. Is that everybody? You got the dog plague too? Yeah, I'm sorry. Now you all have the sniffles. Every single person's going to have the sniffles. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to give you the sniffles. I also don't mean to yell into the mic and have it constantly peaking, but I don't know. I just haven't talked to you guys in a while, so I'm a little hyper today. I don't know. When I go like longer than a few days without streaming, it just feels weird. And I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? And this has been a long week, trust me. I mean, if you guys are in the Vincent Rants channel on my Discord, you know exactly why it's been a long week for me. I've been so stressed. But no more stress as of today. No more stress as of today. I'm so excited. You're nearly done with your college application? Yeah, let's go. I hope you get into your dream college, friend. I hope you do. It's a good game. I'm sure it is. I played Fallout 4 for 2 seconds and I was like, you know what? I don't want to play this no more. Nah, I'm good. You don't want to get sick? Why? Getting sick is good because you get to either stay home from school or you get to take a day off from work. It's my favorite thing. Hi, Oni. How are you? So this isn't the RB stream. No, this is actually McDonald's stream. If you're looking for Arby's, you're gonna have to click two streams underneath mine. You got the wrong channel. I actually work at McDonald's. I'm a McDonald's worker. You know, with my other outfit and whatnot. People think I'm working at fast food. You didn't want the cough from last week? It wasn't a bad cough. It was just a little cough. There's nothing wrong with a little cough every now and then. Bro, you don't gotta go to Arby's. I don't even like Arby's. I'm not even sure I've ever. I don't think I've even ever ate at Arby's before. I don't think I've ever been there. Like I just don't think I've ever had the opportunity to do that. Was it bad for you? Oh, you croaking instead? What about Burger King? Listen, I haven't eaten at Burger King in years. I've had McDonald's recently though. I had McDonald's like a month ago, one time, but everything else, no, only McDonald's. Sorry. When it comes to like major fast food chains, I guess it'd be like, just McDonald's, honestly. Maybe some Taco Bell every now and then, you know. I like my little tiny tacos. So he just got back home from staying with my aunt while my floors were being renovated. Never played Fallout 4, but I do love Bethesda. Yeah, I do like Bethesda too. Bethesda's pretty cool. They made the Skyrim. And I have 1,000,000 hours in Skyrim. Not a lot on like my like Cyanica account on like Steam. So like if you look check my Steam, it's not gonna have a lot of hours. But like on the I played that game on the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. I played it so much. I probably have 1,000,000,000,000 hours in there. Something something SpongeBob Arby's. What does SpongeBob got to do with Arby's? I don't understand. I don't understand. All right, guys. Guys, special announcement, but not that special because, like I mentioned it in the Discord, y'all, I'm rebranding, and I'm really excited. So I was okay. So I've always been like very conflicted about the idea of a rebrand, mostly because I put a lot of money into solidifying the marching band theme and everything. But it doesn't matter if I put money into making things look marching bandy. The last time I actually talked about anything marching band was so long ago, but I talk about teacher stuff so much that I decided I think it would be best if I rebranded as a teacher. And before I was kind of in denial. Like I was in denial for a little while. Like I legit was like, man, I don't want people to know me as the teacher Vtuber. You know, I'm not my job. But at the same time, like, I like my job. I do really enjoy it. It's why I talk about it so much. And oh my gosh, my job is so interesting that like there's so much tea. There's so much tea, y'all. There's so much tea. I feel like I picked one of the more interesting jobs to have and tell stories about as a VTuber. I feel like I picked a more interesting job. Welcome to the puppy parade, Joker. Because like, I don't know, I have stories about like co-workers and parents drama and student drama and cute things that happen in the classroom. Like there's so much. So also I noticed my most popular posts and TikTok I've made have been teacher like focused. And while I don't plan on becoming a teacher TikToker, you know, one of those people who are like, a day in the life in my kindergarten classroom, and that's like every post of theirs. But I do plan on like making a few more posts, just because I like to educate people about teaching things, because there's a lot of stuff that people just don't know. Like I made that post saying, by the way, teachers don't get paid during the summer, and people were so like, what? They don't? And I was like, yeah, they don't. Because I see so many comments on random posts like about teacher stuff of people complaining like, people like, man, teachers get a whole summer vacation off and it gets paid. And I'm like, whoa, who's getting paid? So I made a TikTok about it. And like every time I talk about teacher stuff, it usually goes like pretty well. So maybe I'll lean into that a little bit. But yeah, I'm rebranding as Teacher Cyan. And because I already have like the sketch and stuff, and I'm getting new emotes, new overlays. I'm getting a custom background made so that I'll have like a classroom little background to be in while I'm talking my little classroom stories. Basically, I'm changing everything. Like my logos are gonna have to get just slightly changed. You know, like for example, Yapping After Bark logo in the corner has like the little music notes and staff in the corner that I would just have to like get changed, like I don't know, like a ruler or something. I don't know, something. But I'm doing a full rebrand to being teacher dog. My marching band outfit will still be here, of course. Yes, it would just be more of a toggle and not like the focus. Not like anyone liked my marching band outfit anyways. I love my marching band outfit, but most people prefer this one, which is, I don't know, I kind of make this outfit on a whim. Like, not only does it not match my color schemes, and it's so vastly different than every other outfit I ever made. People like it, so people like it. Me, myself, and I, so alright. Sorry, anyways. So today in my dental assistant class, I went over the skills assessment for donning and PPE, and I did so good except for one thing with the, oh, hey! Hey, Diores, how are you? Thanks for the boop and the one bitty bit. Except for one thing with doffing, and that one thing was that I touched the outside of my mask. I'm a second-year student in the program, and I get it's a review, but I kind of beat myself up slightly over a small thing, like accidentally touching the outside of your mask. I don't think you should beat yourself up for it. I mean, that's like like a habitual thing, a habitat, a habitat. Oh my god, that's not the word. Lord, a habit. Less syllables is a habit, right? Like normally you touch your face and stuff. Like when you do something like that, you have to break habits, and I feel like breaking a habit is very hard to do. Habitual, yeah. Breaking a habit is very hard to do, so I wouldn't beat myself up for it. Signing out marching outfit is like Mario out of this cap and Oreo stuff, or overalls though. Oh my god. I'm gonna stop talking. I can't read. I can't speak today. It's really bad. Yeah, I know. I've been a marching band dog for so long. So long. You guys are not gonna know what to do. I've been saying welcome to the puppy parade since 2022. Since 2022. Hey Voodoo, how are you? I've literally been here since, I've been saying welcome to the puppy parade since 2022, and that's a habit I'm going to have to break, because we're not going to be parade themed anymore, sadly. I know. I'm going to be a teacher dog. I'm going to have to say like welcome to the puppy room, to the puppy class. Welcome to the class of puppies. Welcome to the class of puppies. My new lore is that instead of me being like the band director, I mean the drum major of like a marching band, my new lore, welcome to the puppy parade blue. My new lore will be that I will be the leader of my own classroom, of course. There's always going to be a puppy parade. Yeah, maybe every once a semester I lead my my puppies in my classroom, and we have a little parade around the school. Welcome to the puppy class. It just doesn't feel right, you know. Hey Kendrick, it just doesn't feel right. Welcome to the puppy class. Like what is that? Welcome to yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I really have to think about it. I might just have to default to welcome to a puppy class so I can think of something else. If he ate Oreos instead of mushrooms, he would be as fat as Wario. Yeah, Mario would be really fat if he ate Oreos. But I eat Oreos all the time, and I'm not fat. So checkmate, maybe? Welcome to the puppy pupil room. You are all my pupils. I'm gonna snuggle to my body pillow and lay down. Okay, yeah, have fun laying down. Hey, Jinjo! Welcome to the rough house. Where we learn how to not rough house, because it's a diligent classroom. Okay, this is a good classroom. Okay, so yes, guys, I am rebranding and I'm super excited. I hate secrets. I hate the VTuber standard of get all your stuff together and then do one mass like re-debut. I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I feel like I should. I really feel like I should. Welcome to the puppy parade, Naya, Nia Delina. I really don't want to have to wait until I have everything to do a re-debut. I want to just be like, hey guys, look at my sketch of my model. Of my new model outfit. Hey guys, look at my new outfit. Hey guys, look at my new emotes. Look at my new overlays. But I can't do that. I'm gonna be a patient dog this time. You know why? Oh, mini updates? Yeah, I'm gonna roll out a bunch of teasers. Like constant teasers. Alright, you know why though? Because next month is actually my affiliate anniversary month. So the plan is to hopefully do a re-debut for my affiliate anniversary. That should be enough time for me to get everything done, to get my logo slightly changed, because you know Neon made my logos. She would just have to like take a few things out of the logos and just replace them with like teacher related stuff. Take the music notes and like confetti out and replace it with like, I don't know, someone knows. Like I had to change I'm getting new logos, overlays, I'm getting new background. So November, I think like early to mid-November is a good time frame. Gives me enough time to like get everything together and send out a million teasers about it. Oh, it's so good, y'all. I really hope you enjoy the outfit and the things that I have, because I really enjoy the outfit and how everything looks. I'm kind of nervous, right? I'm kind of nervous a little bit though. You know, there's always that nerves there that like you maybe won't like when you won't like the new design, you won't like the rebrand. But to be honest, it feels more natural and it feels right to rebrand. Welcome to the Puppy Pray Footsie. It feels right. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so disconnected to the marching band theme for a while, and I've been trying my hardest to like really lean into that theme, but I have trouble doing it because I haven't actually been in the band in like 4 or 5 years. It doesn't feel right anymore, you know? And I've been thinking hard about it. I'm thinking real hard because I love my marching band aesthetic and my marching band like outfit, and I love the parade theme. I really do. I think it's a fun theme to have, and it's a unique one. But teacher theme is also unique. Yeah, there's not many VTubers that brand themselves as a teacher. And it just feels right. I mean, I'm always talking about teacher thing. Shoot, in my little notes of what I'm going to talk about in today's stream, I got like 2 different teacher stories in there today. 3, 4. I got 4 different teacher stories. So it doesn't make sense to be a marching band dog. So say goodbye to marching band dog, guys. Say goodbye. Say bye-bye, marching Cyan. Bye-bye. Man, YouTube chat looks pretty barren, not gonna lie. That's okay. YouTube... Every channel is a slow burn. Do you know how long it took me to get people in my Twitch chat? Bro, it took me like 4 years to get people talking in my Twitch chat. I've only been on YouTube for like 3 months, so give it like 2 more years. Give it like 2 more years. I don't really know what to tell you there. I've never been a VTuber. That's valid. That's valid. Yeah, it takes a long time to develop a community. So I'm not offended that like my YouTube doesn't have many people chatting, because that's just how it goes. You know, you start off and you got to grow. You got to start from the bottom and build your way up. And I haven't done that on YouTube yet. I'm working on it, but I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna be working on a lot of content this week because Kotaru is gonna be busy doing stuff. So that gives me all the time in the world to just sit down and like record some stuff. I'm probably gonna play some games, record some stuff, write some scripts. I'm so excited though. But how are you today? I'm good. I'm in a pretty good mood today. I had such a stressful thing happen today that like when it was over, I was just like, and I like let out the biggest sigh of relief. You know when like you get super nervous, you're like adrenaline starts running, and like, you know, you're either trembling or your heart's beating a million miles an hour, or your breathing is like and like your body starts to tense up, and then once it's all over, your body is like, well, no more adrenaline, and you just crash. You're just ready to go home. You're about to fall on the floor and fall asleep because all your adrenaline has run out. That's how I felt today. I've been like super nervous since Friday about a thing that happened today, which if you're in the Discord, you know what happened. All right, let me give y'all the tea, okay, of why I've been so stressed and why I didn't stream yesterday. Normally Yapping After Barks happens on Tuesdays, but I was so stressed out that I was like, I cannot stream. Like, if I streamed yesterday, I would have been a wreck. I literally would have been a wreck. Like, so on Friday, so last week I got observed by the new assistant principal at my, hey Chaku, at my elementary school, right? I'm a kindergarten teacher. And he went in, he told me, man, Cyan, you did such a good job. You have nothing to worry about. I think you're a good teacher. And then he was telling everybody else, man, I think you're a good teacher. I think she's a good teacher. If I had to give her a grade, I'd give her an A, because that's how good of a teacher she is. Okay, so keep that in mind. A few days later, I check, hey, Voodoo, I'm okay. My day's okay. A few days later, after this man gave me such high praise and told me I did such a good job of my observation, he put in the observation, and guess what? He gave me the lowest rating possible. And the lowest rating literally means that you just showed up. You don't know what you're doing. You showed up and you did not teach the lesson good. You didn't do anything. You just the lowest category is called knowledge. It's literally that, knowledge. Like, you went to college and you know what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do. That's literally what the lowest grade is. So he had me as knowledge for everything. Just, she knows what she's supposed to be doing, but she's not doing it, right? And I was freaking out. When I tell you, I went to like a different admin person who was my coach, and I cried to her, and I was like, look what the assistant principal put on my observation. And she was like, I'm confused. He told me you did a great job. And I was like, that's why I'm confused too. And he had all these positive comments talking about how effective of a teacher I was and how effective the lesson was. I was like, oh my gosh, he's giving me all these bad grades. And the teacher was like, don't worry about it. I'm on the case. I'll figure out what happened. So come to find out, towards like the end of the day, come to find out, he did that for every person he observed. He gave every single person the lowest grade possible. So multiple teachers have been freaking out that day because he was giving all of our observations the lowest thing possible. It was so scary. So then he comes, and the worst part is he was absent. He was absent on Monday and Tuesday, so I couldn't speak to him about it. I did send him an email, right, on Monday saying, hey, I'm confused because the comments of the observations said I did a really good job, but then the actual rating for the observation said I didn't do a good job at all. So I was like, which one is it? Do I do a good job? Do I not? And he replied back saying, we'll meet on Wednesday to discuss it. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to wait till Wednesday. So I had to wait till Wednesday. So yesterday, I hunkered down. I canceled stream. I was supposed to stream yesterday. I canceled stream yesterday and really hunkered down. I'm talking, I wrote a 4-page document. Like, it's 4 pages of just bullet points, straight bullet points of like reasons for each category that he gave me a grade on, why my grade should be higher. Like, I literally went down the line. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, I do this, like for everything. Because I'd be meeting with him today. Welcome to the Puppy Parade, Jiro. And I was so nervous about it. And you know how when you get nervous, you start to forget things. You start to like clam up and you don't say what you want, what you really mean. To avoid that, I always write everything down I'm going to say. So I literally wrote so much because I was prepared to be in a meeting with him for a long time. And guess what? Hey, Paige, I was in a meeting with him for literally an hour. I met the assistant principal for an entire hour. Okay, bye, Paige. Thanks for checking in. And in that hour, like, we literally went down the line for every single category. I think I deserve a higher grade because of this. I think I deserve a higher grade because of that. I think I deserve a higher grade because of this and that. And guess what? He told me he gave me the lowest grades for everything because it was an accident. So the way that like grading observations work, right, is that welcome to the Puppy Parade Cloud Pop. You start at the lowest grade. Like, he has to check off the lowest things for the knowledge portion, and then he has to check everything up past that. Like, first you have to check off the knowledge, then you have to check the application, then you have to check like the extension, the above and beyond. So for everything you have to check the lowest, and then like the next stage, and then the next stage, and then you stop checking in the boxes once you get to where the grade is. So to avoid having to do that, he automatically goes in and just checks the lower boxes so he doesn't have to do it later. The problem is he forgot to go back and actually grade my like observation. So he checked the lower boxes for convenience sake and forgot to actually give me the actual grade. And then he sent it to me. That's what he put in and he sent to me. Like, that's why it was so bad. Like, when I tell you I was literally like crying on Friday because I was not expecting to get to work and see that I had the lowest grade on an observation. Because I started to grade him in return on his quality control. It's bad. He literally did that. He did that for every person. Every single person that he observed had the lowest grade ever, which is a problem. You know why? Because he's in charge of the beginning teachers. A beginning teacher in my state is classified as a teacher in their 1st to 3rd year. So I can't imagine the poor 1st year teachers. The poor teachers who have never seen an observation before in their whole life. And this is their first ever observation. and he just gave them the lowest score. You know, for me, I know my worth as a teacher. This is my 3rd year teaching, all right? I've gotten really good ratings on every single observation. So I could walk in there with confidence and be like, no, I am not a low performing teacher, and here's why. Here are my previous observations. Here's what I do in the classroom. Here's everything I've been collecting. This is why I'm not a bad teacher. I can confidently say that because I've been doing this for a while. But for the teachers who this is their first ever observation, like, what do? You don't know better. You don't, like, to them that's like, man, I guess I must be worth like the lowest grade possible, you know, and then they just stick with that. You know, that's scary. It was scary for me as someone who knows what kind of teacher I am. It's got to be scary for someone who has never had an observation before. Like, it's bad. I'm a crier though. My first ever observation that I had, it was with my principal, and it was, you know, this is my 3rd year, so it was a few years ago. I actually cried during that observation. And it was because, so it was my first year. Every single first year struggles with classroom management. Unless you had some prior job where you were like, had a really huge leadership position and worked with like multiple groups of people, chances are you're going to struggle with classroom management, okay? No one knows how to walk into a classroom of like 18 to like 30 kids and immediately get them to listen and do everything you want to do and focus, right? So, like, my first year, obviously I was struggling. I cried during my first observation because the principal actually gave me a pretty decent rating. She gave me a pretty good standard rating. Said I was gave me the rating of an effective teacher. She said the way I taught my lessons was really good. The way I treated my students was really good. However, my classroom management skills were really bad. And I remember crying because of the negatives that she told me. Because she told me, so during the observation, one of the kids put like soap in another girl's hair. And I didn't see it happen at all. I didn't see it happen at all. And a lot of the kids were like super talkative and stuff. They were just talk. I could not figure out how to get these kids to stop talking. They were just yapping. And kid putting soap in another girl's hair. I didn't see it, so I didn't fuss at them or anything. And the principal literally told me during the observation, during the conference, the observation, she said to me, she said, if the students feel comfortable enough to put soap in someone's hair, then that means you are fostering a negative environment to where the students feel comfortable doing stuff like that. And I cried. I was like, the environment is not a negative. My kids are nice to each other most of the time. It's not my fault. I tried. Like, I was distraught. Girls said I fostered a negative classroom environment because one girl put soap in another girl's hair. I was like, girl, I teach kindergarten. They're unpredictable. You cannot say the entire classroom environment is negative because one girl was mean. Kids are so sweet, washing each other's hair. Yeah, they're getting a hair wash. Some people are so narrow-minded and impossible to please, Cyan. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. It does suck. It does suck. So yeah, my first ever observation result, I cried like a baby. And then the principal looked at me and she was like, why are you crying? I gave you a good review. And in my head, I'm like, girl, you literally just told me that I foster a negative classroom environment. Like, huh? I don't care that you gave me a good rating on like the scale. I care that you verbally offended me. I was so offended that day. I was so offended. I still don't necessarily agree with what she's saying. Like, I get it because they only get to observe us like during one time. So like if that happens in that short window, then what else could happen, you know? But like my kids were generally well behaved that year. Like I didn't have problems with like kids doing anything crazy, you know. But I felt really bad after that because I was really having trouble with classroom management. I was trying so hard to get those kids to listen. They just weren't. It was so bad. But it was okay And then the second observation, I cried for something similar. Again, the principal saw something negative, said something negative, and I don't take criticism. Well, like, I'll accept criticism. You know, I'm not gonna like fight you on it. I'll accept it, but I always cry. Like, you give me criticism a lot of time, I'm going to accept it, but I'm going to accept it with tears. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're right. You're right, that was bad. That's how I am when it comes to criticism. I accept it, but I almost always cry. You could give me an entire, like 100 positive things I did in the classroom, but as soon as you point out one negative thing, I'm like, I did. It was me. Just a coping mechanism for their own flaws and insecurities. Did nothing wrong. That would make it hard to criticize you, to be honest. If I cry, I can't help it. I can't stop myself from crying. I've watched so many videos. I've literally watched videos and read articles on how to stop yourself from crying about XYZ. I can't figure it out. How do you stop yourself from crying? How do you do that? Like, but it's also embarrassing, like when someone's trying to tell you how you need to improve and you start crying. You know how embarrassing that is? It's also embarrassing when you're angry and you're trying to get your point across, and then you start crying. Whenever I'm angry, I cry. I cry when I'm angry. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm really happy. I'm a crier. I'm a crier. It's so awkward. I almost cried today. I literally almost cried today in the observation room as I was pleading my case as to why I was not the worst teacher on the planet. Cry when I'm happy as well. I wish I could give you a hug. I do like hugs. It's really weird. I actually didn't start crying of happiness until I was like a late teenager. Like before then, I always wondered like why people cried of happiness. But also in the same light, I didn't really experience a lot of emotions as a kid. And I say that as like, if something really sad happened, I wouldn't be sad. If something really happy happened, I wouldn't necessarily be happy. I just did not share the same emotions everyone around me shared. So I went from being this like kind of apathetic kid who really didn't care. Like, I'm talking like the saddest, like most tragic things happened to people around me when I was in like elementary school, and I did not care. The saddest tragic things happened in middle school. I did not care. Happened in high school. I didn't care until senior year came, and suddenly I just started caring about everything. It was so bizarre. And now I care about everything. I went from not caring about nothing, not caring about anything, to just crying. The older I get, the more I cry. Yeah, I wonder what that's about. My dad's the same way. My dad's like old now. He's like in his like late 60s or something. He's super old. And he was telling me that like as he gets older, he finds himself crying to a lot of things. He says he'll be in his room just watching like a movie and stuff, and he'll just start crying. And he said that just started kind of in the past like 10 years for him. Cannot remember the last time I would have cried other than from that wind or something. Let me see. The last time I cried was Friday from that incident. The time before that, I cried literally the week before because I was trying to play with Kotaru. Like I was just poking him and trying to be silly. I was like poking and pushing on him. And then I accidentally hurted him. And I felt really bad that I just rolled over and cried about it. And I cried myself to sleep. I was like, haha, tickle attack. I'm gonna tickle you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm pushing you. I'm pushing you. Aha, got. Oh, you're hurt. Oh, and then I rolled over and cried. Hey, lady, how are you? So that was the time I cried for that. Honestly, I cry like once a week at this rate. I'm be honest. I do. I cried the week before that because. I don't think I want to share why I cried the week before that, but it was a really stupid reason to cry. And I look back on it, I'm like, why did I even cry about that? Like, huh? Maybe you should have asked them if they would have done a better job as a teacher. Maybe. It's easy to be apathetic with the state of the world right now, and I think that's an impact. I guess that makes sense. You know, you start to get desensitized to things. I think part of the reason why I was so apathetic as a kid was because I was desensitized to stuff. My parents would always watch the news every day. and I will always constantly hear the news. This person got hurt. This other person got hurt. This other person got hurt. This other person got hurt. This person around the corner got hurt. This other person around the corner got hurt. You can't even say hi, hello. Other person to say, other person said hi. Other person got hurt. You know, I said hi. Y'all distracted me. And I genuinely think that's a large part of why I was apathetic. Because my mom would be like, oh man, oh, this makes me so sad. This thing happened. And I'd be like, it happens every day. Happens every day, Mom. You watch the news, you should know, like it was bad. Amelia Watson's graduation, you cried. Insane. I cannot remember when the last time I would have cried on that one. Age gives you more freedom to show your emotions, especially when you are a man. I think that's, I guess that's true. I guess that's true. The older I think the older I got, the more I realized it was okay to show emotion. When I was younger, see, I can't even say I wasn't a crier. When I was younger, I was just really good at holding back my tears, so I could say that I didn't cry. You know, I was really good at not crying, at mustering all the force I could to just hold them tears back. I can't do that anymore because I don't necessarily want to anymore. I've learned that trying to hold in tears is a lot worse of a feeling than to just let you cry. And I've also learned that crying, I used to think crying was just a negative thing. Like if I cried, it was a sign of weakness and no one can see me cry. But crying has led to really, really wholesome moments. Like when, and I realized that a lot. Hey, Sonly, I realized that a lot this past summer because I said goodbye a lot this summer. You know, my parents moved out the house and they moved to a new house, a state away. So they're 6 hours away from me now. And my kindergartners graduate every year and I cry about that every time. But that happened at the same time. My kindergartners graduated and then my parents moved away 2 days later. So I was a wreck that entire week. And I guess I learned from that experience that crying is okay because, I don't know, I cried on the last day of school with my kindergartners. The first year with my kindergartners, I cried a little bit, but not for where they would see it. I cried away from them. Last year, I could not do it. I cried. As soon as they called for car riders, I started sobbing. And it led to a cute moment where all of my kids surrounded me and gave me a big hug. And we all had this big cry together as we walked to the buses. They were practically holding on to me as we walked to the buses. And they gave me the biggest hug ever as they went to the bus. You know, it was a sweet thing. I'm glad I let that happen, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have had that sweet touching moment at all. Hello, this stream is sponsored by Raid Cyanica Legends. Today our topic is to talk about meaning of life and how everyone should just worship Kotaru. Welcome to the Valley Bray, Leonie. Yeah, but then also I had another amazing moment a few days later. My dad, my dad left, right? He left the house. We got to say goodbye. When I tell you, I was at Kotaru's apartment the night before. I was helping him move out his things because Kotaru moved into the house the day my dad moved out. It was a crazy little swap. So I was at Kotaru's apartment helping him box his stuff up and, move into the new house, into our house, right? My childhood home, which is his new house now, right? So that morning, Kotaru didn't really need my help as much. So I hopped in my car, welcome to the puppy parade, Sid, and I drove to my childhood house before anyone else got there. And it was just me and my dad. And I immediately ran to my dad and gave him the biggest hug ever. And in my family, we don't really say I love you like that. Actions speak louder than words in my family. You say I love you in rare moments and mean it. We don't lose the meaning of I love you because we only say it in extremely emotional moments. I'm talking oh, you graduated from high school, like you went through all those years, I'm so proud of you, I love you. Like we saved saying I love you for the most specialist of moments. So when I ran and gave my dad the biggest hug and I was like, I love you, I gotta miss you, he was like, I love you, I miss you too. It was a good moment, you know. We are not an I love you family. we are an action speaks louder than words. You show that like we love each other by like bringing each other like our favorite snacks, and like we don't really give, well, that's not true, I give a lot of hugs, I gave my family tons of hugs, but you know, you bring your favorite snack or say, hey, you want to come to the store with me, or hey, I bought you this game because I thought you would like it. That's how we, you know, that's how we express love. So like if someone in my family says I love you, oh my, it's a very special moment. It's the most special moment on the planet. Like, so I think, anyways, long story, just to say, I think that crying is worth it. And as I got older, I guess I learned more that like it's okay to cry, and allowing myself to do that led to a lot of different special moments, Anyways, I was yapping for a long time. Let me scroll up. In a weird way, it's kind of nice if you're able to cry and get emotionally upset. Yeah, I mean, it also shows that you care, right? It also shows you care. I love crying. Me too. Holding in tears is easier to show emotions, though. Yeah, also, if I'm like holding in tears, like you're going to know I'm crying. My face, like I'm about to cry. My face turns like bright red. And you know what happens? You know what happens when I'm about to cry? My face turns like as red as it can get on my brown skin, you know, as red as it can show. And like I look super stressed because I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And what happens is someone's gonna walk up to me and say, Cyan, are you okay? And if I'm about to cry and you ask me if I'm okay, that's it. Game over. Waterworks instantly. No, I'm not okay. You notice? Like that's what happens. So. It's insane. Those poor first kindergarten students. I mean, it wasn't that my first set of kindergarten students, they did see me cry, but we actually had like a formal graduation for the first batch. So like I was on stage and I had to like say all of my kids' names while I stood up and stuff and give a little tiny speech, which I have anxiety. That was terrible. But I was up there crying. But because of like the nature of the graduation and stuff, even though I was on stage crying, the kids didn't really pay it much mind. And by the time it was time for them to go, that's okay, Panda. And by the time it was time for them to go, like they didn't really care that I had shed a tear because they're just so excited that they graduated. They got to sing their song on stage and everything. Last year, we didn't do a formal graduation. We couldn't because the end of the year, like test, like big state test that they're given, it got pushed into all the dates that we could have had a kindergarten graduation. So we said there's no point, so we just didn't do one. Because the purpose of the kindergarten graduation is for them to graduate, but also parents can take the kid home that day. So kindergarten, all of our kids are gone way before the rest of school because graduation usually happens like 2 or 3 days before school like ends. And the kids' parents sign a little paper sheet saying, okay, they graduated kindergarten and they don't bring their kids back. So we get like an empty classroom, or relatively empty. You know, there's still parents who bring their kids for like the last few days, even though they don't have to. My first year, 2 of my kids came back because they said, I like school, I don't want to go home. So they came back, but the classroom was empty, so they just kind of followed me around all day. And we didn't do that last year, so. Last time I cried was at Amelia Watson's graduation, I think. I read that message already, but I do want to add to it. I've cried. Hey, Kevin, by the way. I've cried. And bye, Panda. The only graduation I've, like, cried to was, like, a long time ago. And it was this, God, what was her name? It was this VTuber I loosely watched on YouTube. Her name was, like... let me see if I can find it. Her name is like Umio or something. Umio VTuber. Umio. Is it this girl? Umio Monica? Yeah, that was her name. Monica Umio. She was a part of this like agency called My Hollow TV, which I don't even... Are they still around? I haven't heard much from them. Oh, no, they're still active. Never mind. They are still very active, and I recognize some of these people. Okay. Yeah, they're still active, but I used to watch Umio, and she, like... Her and, like, a group of, like, 2 or 3 other people in that VTuber group, like, all graduated at the same time. I don't know if, like, internal... Hey, Pinky! Hi! And I don't know if they, if something happened, like, in the company or something. But that was... I cried at that graduation. I think that's, like, the only graduation I've cried at. I'm trying to think. Because I don't keep up with, like, VTuber graduations like that. Because I don't be watching that many VTubers. I will probably cry if Fuamoko graduates, though. They're so good. Fuwawa! Mogoko! I love them. They're so cool. Fu plus Moko equals Fuamoko. It's so cute. I love them. If I avoid news like the plague, crying doesn't make you weak. And I've learned if I've learned anything from life. Yeah. How much damage does the poop on the floor ability do? Because Cyan's a dog. That's crazy. If I was a video game character, all right, my skill set would not involve pooping on the floor, okay? It would be, and honestly, it would be, I'd be like, one of the dog Pokemon, you know? They have, like, Bite or, like, Fire Fang and stuff. That would be me. That'd be me. Speaking of Pokemon, y'all, hey, Slime Maverick, welcome to the Puppy Raid. Speaking of Pokemon, guys, I've been watching reviews on the new Pokemon ZA because, you know, big companies always give early copies to review channels. Welcome back, Shadow, and I don't know, I'm kind of excited for it. You know, I've been very critical about that game in the Discord. Talking about, man, I don't like this concept. I don't like this concept. I don't like this concept. But, you know, I could only give, like, a vague, like, welcome to the Puppy Parade Shadow clone. Now we have a clone of Shadow Boy. Now we have 2 shadows. I've been super critical of the new Pokemon ZA based on the trailers. But now that I'm, like, actually getting... Now that there's, like, actual reviews out from some of the early channels, I'm starting to change my mind on it. Mostly because what people have been saying is that there is a, they've been saying that, like, this game is more slice of life type of Pokemon. Like, since you're, like, enclosed in that little city, a lot of the side quests are a lot more engaging. They said the character dialogue is actually, like, really interesting and charming. They said, like, the battles make it feel like... They said this game feels closely like you're watching the anime, but you're, like, actually inside of the anime. And a lot of the side quests are apparently, like, engaging and cute and charming. And that's a cool concept to me. Hey, Clone, how are you? That's a really cool concept to me. Like, I don't know. Mega Halucha, though? I haven't seen how he looks. How does that guy look? Mega Halucha. Oh, he looks the same, but just, like, fat now. He's fat Halucha. Oh. And his mask changed colors. Said I never played Pokemon game. Are you interested in playing a Pokemon game? I promise this is a coincidence. I just accidentally rated a person who speaks Spanish. Whoops. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Grayson? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Bienvenido. Moveset, growl, cuteness, attack, puppy, eyes, bleed, and sleep. Yeah, that'd be my moveset. I got Pokemon. Think about going back to the older Pokemon. I can't go back too many old Pokemons though. I don't like having them random encounters. I don't like random encounters, and I find myself running into that issue when I try to play older games now. Like, I'll try to go back and be like, man, oh, this game was a classic, and I'll pick it up, and I get tired of, like, walking 2 feet and getting and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm actually really glad that modern Pokemon doesn't have random encounters, because we can render the actual Pokemon now. Yeah, I like that. And also, hi, Tobos. I didn't say hi to you. What, but I have no time? Really? I have my final exams this year. Your final exams? Good luck. I hope you do well. Good job. Good job. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. You're gonna do a good job. I was able to catch one of your streams. Thanks for stopping by, Pinky. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the time you had while you were here. But there are repel items. Yeah, but those cost money. The repel should be free. Every game with random encounters should have a free repel button for when you don't want to fight. For when you don't want to fight. At all. To me, it's like enchanting table, but to someone who speaks only Spanish, English is the same. Valid. Welcome to the Puppy Parade Tobol. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Parade. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have fun all day. Just don't shower and you have a free repel. That's true. That is very true. I can just be a stink girl. And nobody would ever want to even come close to me if I was a stink girl. I would be a stink bug. Stink bug, stink bug, stink bug. Man, the only thing that's like making me like reluctant to buy the new Pokemon, because I don't know, after looking about a bunch of reviews, it actually looks really fun. I like, if it's what they say it is with like the character stuff. I play games because most of my favorite games are my favorite because I like character development. I like world building and character development, and apparently this game focuses on that. So if it's really as charming as they say it is, I want it. But I'm spending so much money. I'm spending so much money. Welcome to the Puppy Parade, Chitoi. I'm spending so much money right now rebranding because I'm rebranding away from my marching band theme. To everything would be teacher theme. I got a new teacher outfit. I'm rebranding as a teacher, as a kindergarten teacher, because that's what I am, right? I'm gonna be a Vtuber teacher. I'm spending so much, like hundreds of dollars rebranding to the point where, do I want to spend $70 on the next Pokemon game? I only got so much money left in my checking account. This month I bought tires. I bought a full set of tires for my car. That was like $1,000-something. And now I'm doing a full rebrand. And I had to pay for rent, which is another $1,000-something. Like, you know, like, I don't know. I spent so much money this month. Do I really want that $70 game? I'll probably get it, low-key. This VTuber's British swagger is electrifying. No, you said it wrong. I have the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. You said the phrase wrong. I am in fact black. It would have worked so well if you said that. Well, I have the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. As that one, where did that come from? I think it was like an IGN review about the Miles Morales Spider-Man. As a fundraising that you're doing, could I recommend a charity you can do after this one? What charity? What charity you recommend, friend? My worst one's got to be German, my native language. Why? Shadow, I don't have hands. I'm a shadow. That's valid. You literally can't throw hands if you're just a shadow. Pokemon game very worth $70? You think it's worth $70? I don't think any game is worth $70 unless the game is like open world, but not like the empty kind of open world, like the open world that's like filled with a million things to do. All right, that is the only game I feel would be worth $70. $70 for a Pokemon game that's closed off in a little town? I don't know. Can also go for the older Pokemon games first that are cheaper. I played some of the older Pokemons, with the oldest being Pokemon Yellow, because I played it at my grandma's house. Because I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon growing up. So I played Pokemon Gold, and then I skipped all the way to when I was able to buy my own Pokemon, because I was old enough to say, "Hey mom, I can buy my own games." And I bought, welcome to the Puppy Parade Racer. I bought Pokemon Sun and I bought Moon and Ultra Sun. I bought two. I bought Ultra Sun, and then I bought the regular Moon. And then I bought Pokemon. What came after that? Sword. Pokemon Sword, and then Pokemon Violet. I also have Arceus, which I don't really like Arceus as much. I like the concept of Arceus, but the fact that game was open was a problem. I actually did not like the fact that Arceus was open world, so I'm glad that they're doing the same thing but making it more close, because Arceus was full of boring textures and the same Pokemon, but just spread out really far from each other. And I was like, well, this is lame. And then once you reach the higher levels, you couldn't even sneak up on a Pokemon and catch them anymore, because they will always go roar and then like fight you. And I was like, what's the point of the mechanic if like, what's the point of this cool mechanic where I can always like sneak up and catch a Pokemon if once they reach a higher level, then you just can't do that anymore? Yeah, I was getting irritated with that game. I think the game was fun in the earlier levels, but once you get to a higher level and all the Pokemon like are always raging and never like could be snuck up on, yeah, that's when it starts getting less fun. It's called or in Alzheimer's. You can tell what it's for. It's support treatments and research to find cure. Okay, I'll look into it, friend. 70 bucks for a Pokemon. At that point, I would just buy Hollow Knight. Yeah, whenever I think about $70, you know what I could buy with $70? You know what I'm actually spending $70 on? Very soon? Yeah, an overlay pack. I'm talking $70 for all panels, just chatting screen, game screen, stream starting soon, be right back screens, like every asset I could possibly need. I could get that for $70. Every asset I need to rebrand, I can get for $70. But no, I can buy one Pokemon game. Anyways, an ad break will happen in about 5 seconds. During this time, I will put on the be right back screen, go get a sip of water, do some stretches, and I encourage you guys to do the same, okay? Be right back, y'all. I'll see you in 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute break. I know it's long, but be right back. It's Twitch, not me. Don't yell at me, huh? I'm really scared. I'm really scared right now. I'm very terrified. I I'm really scared right now, y'all. My anxiety is through the roof. Welcome to the puppy praise straw hat. Why am I scared? Because because I you know how you're not supposed to look at like, they tell you not to look at like how many people are watching. Twitch says there's 60 people here. Are there actually 60 people here? Should I? What do I do? Do I do a backflip? What do I do? What do I do? Is there? Okay, it went down to 47. Where are y'all coming from? Are there actually 60 people here? Bro, that's scary. That's scary. Hey guys. My name's Cyan. I'm a cool dog. I'm a Cyan, yeah. Classy, bougie. What rhymes with Cyan? What rhymes with Cyan? No, I swear, I think it was glitching out during the ad break because it went back down to 27. Literally, when the ads like popped up, as soon as I went to the ad breaks, it went from 20 and then it jumped up to 60 during the ad break. I cannot imagine 40 people decided to click on my stream while an ad was going. And then once the ad break was over, it went back down to 20. I think it's bugging. I genuinely think it's bugging. Having 60 during ads is a nice benefit for ad. That's true. Oh man, everybody decided to click on my channel suddenly during an ad break. Dang. I guess I just got to get the ad money. Yeah, I think it's bugging. Twitch been having a lot of problems lately with viewership counting, and unless one person decided to open 20 tabs during the ad break, I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about before I skedaddle? Let me scroll up. I didn't finish reading the messages because the ad break happened so fast. The ad break literally happened at lightning speed. Like I looked up and it was like ad break happening now, and I was like, uh-oh. We're talking about Pokemon, okay. What's your Pokemon? I'm gonna say that means what's your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon, I like the Alolan Ninetales because she's so classy. I named mine Stella, and Stella is competitive ready thanks to Pinky's help because Pinky taught me how to do competitive Pokemon. So Stella is competitive ready. I like Alolan Ninetales. I also really like who else do I really like? I don't know, like if I had to pick one, I would say Alolan Ninetales. But I'm like blanking on Pokemon that I like right now. I'd have to open my game and see which Pokemon are in my party. I genuinely don't remember. But like if we're talking about like aesthetics only, like how the Pokemon look, obviously I love like dog Pokemons. Like little Rockruff, he's so cute. Fido, he's so cute. Like I love dog Pokemon. If we're talking about how Pokemon looks. Okay, if we're talking about how Pokemon like how effective they are in battle, that's a different story. You're more of a Charizard person? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever had a Charizard in my party. I've had Charizard, like I've caught them, but I don't think I've ever like actively used a Charizard. I don't know. I'm just not a Char girl. You see what I'm saying? Charizard girl. Charizard girl. I'm so excited, though. I'm so excited about this rebrand, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I literally cannot stop thinking about it. I love the outfit that Neon designed so much. She literally took an outfit that I had created myself a long time ago. It was a really simple outfit. Like it was the... if you've seen pictures of... If you looked at like a lot of the art in the Cyan art or like... that I had gotten like a while ago. It was like the little pink, the blue overall dress, like the pink undershirt. She took that concept because I told her, I was like, well, why don't we just take an outfit we already have? And yeah, I am always thinking about myself and how cute I be looking. Jeez, I would be the cutest dog on the planet. Yeah, I was looking at the I told her, I said, why don't we just take an outfit that I made a while ago that was super simple, and why don't we just like refine it and make it look better? And girl did such a good job. It looks so good. Hey, Flim Flam. It looks so good. Like, she kept like the base design, like of like the blue dress and like the pink like undershirt, and she turned it into something amazing. It's so cute. These viewer changes are interesting show. Where's my popcorn so I can spectate it better? It doesn't make any sense. Oh god, it went back up again. I don't know, maybe my stream is just popping today. Maybe like 30 people are clicking on my stream at one time, and then everybody is immediately closing the window, and then 30 more people are clicking on the stream, and then like everyone's closing it immediately. Maybe I'm just boring. Maybe so many people are like, hey, what's Cyan doing? Next. Oh, what's she doing? Next. That is a possibility. Oh, yeah. I wanted to show you guys something, though. Hey, welcome to the Puppy Parade, Assassin. I did want to show you guys something. This might be a little scary. A little scary to go. You're Corey? Oh. You have a different names? Hello. Oh, if I want to show you guys this picture, I have to drop my model tracking for a little bit. I'm from Corey's. No, you're from Corey's Discord server. I'm sorry, I can't read. Forgive me. Hold on, I'm losing tracking for a little bit. Just pretend like. Aw, man, I'm just a little sick right now. You know, I'm just so sick right now. I can't even talk the right way. Like, what even is this? Oh my gosh, what, immersion breaking? No, I'm sick. I'm a sick dog. Welcome to the Puppy Parade, and these oh wait, look at that. See, I'm healed. No more sickness. Tail go. Hey, Mockingjay. All right, I want to show y'all something. I want to show you something. I had to get it off my phone. It's a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture that my students made. So context. All right, kindergarten teacher until I get my rebrand. I'm gonna have to keep saying it, but once I rebrand, I won't. To teacher Cyan, I won't have to keep saying it. But I did. I am a kindergarten teacher, and the first unit for kindergarten, right? The first thing that we talk about in like the reading section, they call it module, is they're learning about toys and play. All right, toys and play, and the unit ends with the kids actually making their own toys and then interviewing each other about the toy. It is so cute and it's so fun every year. And then it gets boring from then on, like toys and play. It doesn't get more exciting than that. So usually we have plenty of days to get our toys built. Yes, usually we have multiple days for the kids to build a toy. This year we only had one little like section of a lesson, so we had like less than an hour to build a toy. So to make it simple, I figured I will let the kids make puppets, right? All you need is popsicle sticks, some googly eyes, and some paper, and you can make any puppet that you want. All right. Yes, I'm a kindergarten teacher. I'm rebranding soon. So my theme will be teaching, so everyone knows exactly what I am. So we're making a toy, and I figured to make puppets are really quickly, can be made really fast. So I gave everyone like construction paper, glue, scissors, googly eyes, and some popsicle sticks. And let me show you what this student drew a picture of that was supposed to be me. All right, he made a Cyan puppet. All right. Oh, this is very zoomed in. Sorry, you're gonna get a hand reveal. Excuse my hand. Let me zoom out. It's so big. This is the Cyan puppet. This is literally the Cyan puppet. This is what he made to show me. He said, "You have a lot of hair." So he scribbled all like on the top, like the green part without that scribble. That's supposed to be hair. And I was wearing a blue shirt, so he gave me a blue shirt. And he put a paw print there. I thought it was so cute. Because at the end of the day, they do their homework. I give them stickers. And some of the students decided to put their stickers on their puppets. And I guess he wanted to give me the sticker. So he put it on my little doll. He said, "This is you, Cyan. I made this for you. This you." I was like, oh. It's so cute. Look at the puppets in the background. You see them? They're so cute. Yeah, we made a ton. I told the kids to make as many as they want. Some kids made 4, 5, 6. And they were like, "Can I take it home, Cyan?" I said, "No. They cannot take it home yet. We got to, we're going to have to interview each other about the toys." So tomorrow's lesson is I'm gonna have like a big old straw, and I'm gonna pretend like the big straw is a microphone. And I'm going to have the kids come up to the front one by one and show off their puppet, and have people in the who are like sitting on the carpet watching ask questions and give comments on it. It usually goes really well because usually the kids raise their hand. I'm like, "Do you have a question or comment for our interviewee?" And they're like, "Hers is cute. My favorite color is pink too." It's so cute. I literally live for this lesson. And then next week is all assessments, so you get to have a lot of fun, and then it ends in testing and testing and testing. Oh god, this convo is reminding me of a certain game of Psychiatrist. Why? Is it because I'm a kindergarten teacher and I have to say it every 2 seconds for all the new people coming in? I guess it's a double-edged sword. Well, when my channel wasn't growing as fast as it is now, I didn't have to keep reiterating it. I would just be like, "Yeah, I'm a kindergarten teacher" one time and be good to go. But now I have so many people joining in, I have to keep reiterating. It's okay though. This is exactly why I'm rebranding. This is exactly why I'm rebranding. Soon enough, I will never have to say I'm a kindergarten teacher ever again, because it will be all over my brand. It'll be in the outfit, it'll be in the background, it'll be in the logo, it'll be in the About Me section. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I was so excited about the toys though. Teaching these kids make me realize how old I am. Because, as a kindergarten teacher, you try to be super active with the kiddos, right? And as part of the curriculum, actually, what we're supposed to teach, there's like these little poems that you're supposed to act out. And one of them my kids love. It's called "I'm Jack in a Box." And it's so fun. But I had to teach them how to do it, which involved like jumping and squatting. And oh my gosh. I jumped like twice and squatted down. And by the time I got back up, I was like, like, I'm so old. Hey, Thomas. How you doing today, cute character Milo? By the way, I'm doing pretty good, friend. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for complimenting me. Say I'm pretty. Oh, you make me blush. But yeah, we did the "I'm Jack in a Box" poem, and how it goes is you go, "I'm Jack in a Box," and then you jump really high, do it again, "I'm Jack in a Box," and then you crouch down low, and then you're like, and you start whispering, you're like, "I start at the very bottom, and I turn my handle as I go up and up and up, and then I'm Jack in a Box," and then you jump again, and the kids love it, and it's so fun. But that short poem and activity with my students made me so out of breath. I was like, y'all, I'm over here. I feel like I'm 90 every day. I genuinely feel like I'm aging terribly, but it's my fault. When you're a kid, you're kind of forced to be active. Like, even when you don't want to be active, they still put you in gym class. You still got to do a lot of walking every day and whatnot. But as an adult, you have to, like, go out of your way to get those exercise. And I don't be doing that. So now when I have to do the bare minimum of jumping like 3 times for like one activity, I'm like, you can avoid gym class? Yeah, but then you'll fail. If you avoid gym class, you will literally fail. This is the first stream of yours I'm watching. Well, welcome aboard, friend. I hope you like it here. I hope I'm not too crazy for you. I'm a little bit crazy, not a lot. Hey, Infernal, what's good? No, you didn't fail. So you avoided gym class and you didn't fail. I was a goody two shoes. I don't know if y'all know, I was a nerd. All right, my GPA was looking stellar. All right, I had a stellar GPA. I won't skip in no class. I won't fall asleep in no class. I did every ounce of homework I was given. I took every test seriously. Just you did it incorrectly if you were failing. And I was a nerd too. You're not a nerd. You can't be a nerd and skip a class. I feel like that's contradictory. And then I have about introducing my teacher to Minecraft. What? Fun fact, I really like rhythm games. And my middle school band director actually introduced me to... You're not skipping? Oh, But you're avoiding gym class, but you're not skipping the class? I don't get it. You know, my middle school band director actually introduced me to rhythm games. Because at the end of the year, once we all had everything, like, said and done, we took all the tests, we already had our concert, there's nothing to do. He brought in Taiko no Tatsujin. He brought in the Taiko, what was that one called? He had the PlayStation 2 one, the Taiko PlayStation 2 one. And then he brought 2 drums for us, and we would compete against each other in the class. And everyone kept telling me, you should be a percussionist, because the actual percussionists were really bad at that rhythm game. But I was doing pretty good. Oh man, I loved that. Then like, after that happened, I really wanted it. And like I begged my parents to get me the Taiko game and the drum for my birthday. Because, you know, my birthday was like coming up. Because, you know, my birthday is June 1st. And, you know, school tends to end around that time. And we had finished the concert already, so my birthday was coming up really soon. I told my mom, I said, I want this for my I want this because of my I want this because my birthday's coming up. And so my mom bought it for me, and I got to play it for a few days before my mom made me throw it away. All right, remember, I grew up in a religious household. In that old Taiko game, if you got to like the hardest difficulty was called Uni level, right? And my mom looked up what Uni meant, and it meant like a demon / devil. And she was like, you're not allowed to play this game. It has the word Uni in it. You are not allowed to play this game. Also, hold on. I just got a message that I like absolutely need to respond to. Hold on. Hold on. So an artist, sorry, I responded to a message. I just got a message back from my artist of someone who's like doing like a piece of art for my my like re-debut stuff, and they sent me like a custom offer for like the art earlier today, and I haven't accepted it yet, and they basically just sent me a message saying, if you want the order, please accept it as soon as possible so that it will not overlap with other works. Whoops. Yeah, let me do that right now so there's no problem. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Pay. Yeah, pay right now. There we go. All right, let's put that set in stone. All right. Yeah, there we go. That was a scary message I saw pop up on my phone. The artist is like, hey, do you want the thing because it's going to overlap? Sorry, I'll do it right this second. I do not care. I do not. Sorry, I know I'm streaming, but as discussed in the DMs, gotta put in them requirements, you know. Okay. All right. There we go. Anyways, crisis averted. I really like this artist and her works, and I do not want to go with anybody else on this. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Anyways. Hey y'all, what were we talking about? I had to avoid a crisis. The artist I was reaching out to is the artist who made like the that cute little chibis that I have on my the cute little chibis I have on like my stream starting soon screen and like my and like in my merch and stuff. She's the one who makes those chibis, and they look really good. And she is my like go-to chibi artist because I love how good her art is so much. Like she is the chibi artist. She is literally the chibi artist of all time. I wouldn't want to go to anybody else. So perfect. All right. I'm here. No more crises. There's nothing wrong with crazy. We're all a little bit crazy. Your ears so cute. Do they emote? They do a little wibble wobble. See? I can make him wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's what I can do with my ears. That's about it. Dark magic, some sacrifices, prayers, and please do a lot. With some health conditions. Oh, that's valid. Bit of propaganda. Doing Minecraft stream in a few days would probably have a higher viewership than normal. Why is that? Is something happening to Minecraft? Is it because of the Sonic Cross World Minecraft overlapping? Maybe? We're here to steal your cookie? We got a transport train? No, don't steal my cookie. That's mine. Hey, penguin. How are you? They have Taiko no Tatsujin arcade game at my arcade, and every time I go, they gotta tell me to play something else because I hold up the game. I love rhythm games so much. Hey, Mimer. I love Minecraft cape drop. Oh, that's true. I love rhythm games so much. The only reason I don't stream it though is because like talking and rhythm games at the same time is extremely difficult to pull off. Welcome to the puppy parade, Mimer. Like, I can't do that. Like, if I'm doing a rhythm game, I'm dead quiet. I'm not speaking to you. I'm not looking at chat. I am playing the game. And y'all don't come to my streams to look at me. Y'all come to my streams because I'm a yapper. And if I suddenly play rhythm games and stop yapping, who gonna be here? Nobody. Not a single person. Not a single. Everyone's gonna be like, man, this girl is not yapping. She's playing game in silence. She's playing game in silence. We don't like that. We don't like that. Mom is cute enough to stay? Yeah. Hopefully it'll be cuter with my new outfit and teacher aesthetic. Hopefully you guys won't just continue to redeem this outfit instead of the actual teacher outfit. Y'all be like, dang, you a marching band dog? Nah, we're just gonna redeem the other outfit, bro. She should not be a marching band. You want cookies? No. You can have the chocolate chip cookies. I don't really like chocolate like that. You come to my streams to tease me? How dare? Welcome to the puppy parade, penguin. I would do that, Cyan. Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, meons. Oh, meons. Today's one of those days where I feel like I've been talking for a long time, and then I look at the corner, it says I've only been live for an hour and a half. Like, you're lying. I have not only been talking for an hour and a half. You know how many stories I've told? I mean, I guess an hour and a half is a long time to be talking. Welcome to the puppy parades. Hello there, my feminine fellow. Hey, how are you? Chocolate chip's my favorite. I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate unless it is in a candy bar form. So I would eat like chocolate like Snickers or Kit Kat or, you know, a Twix bar, anything like that. But I won't eat chocolate ice cream or hot chocolate or chocolate cake. Nothing. It has to be a candy bar. Maybe it's because, like, I don't know, the amount of sugar they put in a candy bar or some other ingredient. I don't know. But only in candy bars. I'll even eat, like, a Hershey's Kiss. I'll only eat a few of them, though. After I eat, like probably 3 or 4 of them, I'm like, yeah, that's too much chocolate, so I don't know. You hate Kit Kats? Why? They're okay. Okay, well, I can see that. Kit Kats are, like, mid. They're, like, okay. YouTube's server went down? Bruh. Sometimes the taste is just off. It's like, okay. Hey, Frosty, how are you? Good day from Australia. Be warned, I cussed in front of my grandma. No! No! The ultimate sin! He curses in front of his grandma. You know, my grandma, if she was still around and I went up to her room and I cursed in front of her, she would throw that shoe at me so hard. That's one thing my grandma could do. She could aim a shoe at you. Oh, you acting up? Don't make me have to go get my shoe. I will. I will. Boom. Sit down. I can't wait for this week to end. Me too, man. Me too. This has been the longest week imaginable. Although I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. Kotaru is going away. I live with Kotaru, and Kotaru, he's going to do fun things this weekend. He's got, like, events with his friends. He's going out with his friends this weekend. And I do not have any friends. So I will be staying put where I am and not going anywhere else. So I think it'll be the perfect time to record my music, to record songs for the concert, to write some scripts. You know, get caught up on some Vtuber stuff. Some Vtuber stuff. You know what I might do? You know what no. Yeah. No. Yeah, you know what I might do? I haven't been making TikToks that much, and I might just stop the flow of TikToks for a while, and until my re-debut in like November. I'm gonna just start scripting out a bunch of stuff and making like a huge backlog. I'm gonna make a huge backlog of I'm gonna make a huge backlog of TikToks, like, and then as soon as I debut, oh man, it's gonna be back to back. Short, video, short, video, short. You know, you gotta build up, you gotta build up that hype for the new re-debut. Yeah. I know I'm kind of mad when I caught the shoe. Ooh, catching the shoe, that's a threat, bro. If you stop your parents, if I were to stop my parents from disciplining me, bro, it would just be 10 times worse. We have family of Australians swear, and it's just our native language. I want the week to end because one of my favorite artists are dropping the official press of the vinyl, and I'm buying it. Oh, you make music? No, I don't make music. Did I say I make music? What did I say I do? Welcome to the Puppy Parade, Jay Manning. I transcribe music sometimes. Like I will listen to a song over and over again and I'll recreate it. But that's about it. I once caught my mom's bell and then got beat even harder. Yeah, that's what happens. I'm really good at catching things. It was instinctive. Oh man, I bet you side-eyed her and she side-eyed you so bad. You were like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to catch it. I didn't mean to. Why is Fiverr constantly telling me there's a new message? There's no new messages. What do you want? What do you want from me, Fiverr? Fiverr just pinged me like 3 times saying I got a bunch of new messages. I don't have any. I'm gonna be on Fiverr and Vegan a lot, you know, because I'm re-debuting in November. Her fault for throwing it at the catcher. I mean, true. By chance, who's your favorite artist? Like music artists or like artist? Like drawing and painting artists. When it comes to music artists, I don't have any. I actually don't listen to music like that. I'm gonna be honest. I have a playlist of like songs I like, and there's like 1 or 2 songs from like multiple different artists. Like there is not a single artist that I like listen to like all the albums of. I used to in my emo days. I used to listen to so many like emo songs back in my emo days, but I'm not emo anymore. So like I used to have like every album from like Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens and some Falling in Reverse, not all, and a ton of All Time Low. But then once I grew out of that phase of like my life sucks, everything's hard, I just stopped listening to music because I like how the emo music sounds, but I don't resonate with like any of the stuff they're talking about anymore. So like if I can't resonate with the lyrics, I don't like listening to songs. It's why I don't like have songs from different languages on my playlist, because I can't interpret the lyric as I'm hearing it because it's in a different language. I don't know what it's saying. Even though a song in a different language could sound so good, I'd be like, man, this song slaps. I wouldn't put it. I don't put it on my playlist though, because songs on my playlist, I'm trying to be in a certain mood, and I can't feel that mood if I can't hear the music with the cool lyrics. When I talked to my mom smack and got a bit slapped for it. My mom, so when I was like do something I'm not supposed to, my mom used to she would try to pinch me, but she would pinch me so lightly that I would laugh. Like genuinely, girl would chase me around the room just to pinch me a little bit and it wouldn't hurt. And then I look at her and laugh, and then she'd look at me and laugh because she knew it didn't hurt. It was really awkward. I just like the stream for whatever it's worth. Yeah, I'm glad you like my streams. So different watching you on stream as opposed to watching a short. Yeah, that's true. Especially because those shorts are very highly edited. very edited. And I sit down and I think a lot about the kind of stories I want to tell on the stream. I mean, on a short. And the stream is different, you know. You get that conscious flow of yapping, you know. Like, I just say whatever on my mind, and whatever people in chat says, I bounce off of it and I start yapping even more. You know, like it's a constant flow. It's a constant flow of yappinity. And yappinity. My favorite is Tyler the Creator. I can relate to some of his music, and I have 2 of his vinyls. Man, I'd have to ask Kotaru's opinion on Tyler the Creator, because I don't think he actively listens to him, but he knows about him. I know the name, that's it. You know, his spinners, all kinds of... no, I'm good. What is your favorite thing about being a VTuber, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite thing about being a VTuber is the social aspect of being a VTuber. I don't have friends. You guys are my friends. If I wasn't a VTuber and like have people to talk to, I would probably genuinely go insane, because again, I don't have IRL friends. So like, you guys are my friends. I get my social needs met from going live, basically. Every time I'm like, oh, I really want to talk to somebody, I go live. You know what I mean? That is the only reason why my social needs are met. If I was not a VTuber, I would probably be laying in bed super sad and depressed that I had nobody to talk to. But because I'm a VTuber, I have so many people to talk to. I talk to the people in the Discord. I made a lot of friends with the people in my community. Like, I see a lot of people who show up every single streams and they say hello and all this stuff. I like the community of that. I like making friends. I also like being a cute anime girl on the internet. Y'all, if I could go back in time and tell like my kid self that when you grow up, Cyan, you're going to be an anime dog on the internet, bro, my past self would be like, oh, that's possible? What do you mean you're an anime girl? They'd be so excited. I don't know. So I also like being able to like to design your own like character and really own it. I love my model. I genuinely love my own model. I love my model a lot. This is like my favorite. This is genuinely my favorite model. I've gone through a lot of different. I've gone through like 8 or 9 different models in the time being a VTuber since 2021. This one is literally my favorite. Like, I love how it's rigged. I love how it looks. I would not change a single thing. Oh my gosh, hey Charlotte! Thanks for the raid, friend. How are you? How are you? How are you? Bear raid! Rawr! I'm sorry, do bears say rawr? I hope they do. I don't know, I'm not a bear, I'm just a dog. I say woof, 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 ah woo! Hey friends, how are you? What did you do? What did you play? Hi, hello. Hi, Bear Raid. Gow, gow. Wait, what is gow, gow again? I forgot. Is that like barking, but I was about to say in Spanish. I was about to say, is that barking, but in Spanish? Wrong language. Yeah, you know, kind of sometimes. Oh, okay, so you only roar on occasion, yeah. Yeah, let me give you a shout out. Let me give a shout out. What were you doing, Charlotte? What'd you play? How are you, friends? What play? I was just talking about someone asked me what my favorite thing about being a VTuber is, and I was just saying that my favorite thing about being a VTuber is the community, because I don't have IRL friends. So I get all of my social I get all of my like socialness out from streaming. I'm like, man, I really want someone to talk to. I'm gonna go live. Man, I'm in a yapping mood. I'm gonna go live, you know? Leave for 30 seconds and we get raided. Yeah! A cool raid by a cool person. By Charlotte Bear. I was playing Max Payne. It's fun. What is Max Payne? I've never heard of that game before. What is that one? What is it? It sounds like... It sounds like maybe a spooky fighting game. Yeah. Has there ever been like a horror fighting game? Like you fight each other and there's like jump scares in the middle? Y'all, I think I just created a new game genre. Someone please take that idea and do something with it. Make a horror fighting game. Have you ever heard of The Binding of Isaac? I have not at all. Me too, that's how I feel too. It's so fun yapping. Yeah, I love being able to do just chatting streams a lot. Welcome to the Puppy Parade, friend. I used to do like gaming streams a lot, but then I don't know, I started to feel off about doing it. Like I would do games, but then I'd be so focused on like progressing through the game and oh my god, I don't know which game I should play today, that I was like literally stressing myself out, just trying to figure out what to play. And at some point I was like, you know what? No more gaming. No more gaming. Only yaps, because yaps are the best things ever. Need to go before I pass out, but have fun. You're super duper cute. Thank you. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it, Charlotte. Go take a nap. Not nap. Is it nighttime? Go to sleep. Go to bed. Go take a long nap. Go take the nap that lasts the entire night. Don't take the full nap. You don't have any IRL friends that makes me feel so sad? I don't know. Hey Gunner, I don't think it's that weird for adults to not have friends though. Like, do you know how hard it is to make IRL friends? Like, genuinely, how do you make friends as an adult? Like in person. How do you make in-person friends as an adult? I made friends at my college, but I don't live anywhere near my college. So all the people I met in college disappeared once I came back home, right? Because I don't live near my college. Sure, I could call them. I can call them anytime, but that's different than like hanging out and doing things together, you know? Horror fighting game, pretty sure there already is one, but where is it? I haven't seen it. Mortal Kombat has a stage that has trees with faces on it. That Scream? Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. A horror fighting game. That's kind of scary though, low-key. Just play Rain World and download a few mods and then it's just horror. You love that game so much. I'm inclined to believe that you have 1,000,000 hours in Rain's World and nothing else. Like, nothing else. Didn't you sing a song about how much you love streaming? I do love streaming. I am very good at making up songs on the fly. Just not right now. It's not really coming to me. I can't really make it. Do you do marching band IRL? So that comes back to, I'm rebranding actually very soon to Teacher Cyan, because yes, I was in a marching band for 5 to 6 years. And when I first created my VTuber persona, I was like just leaving the marching band. I haven't marched in years, which is why I'm rebranding. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so far removed from marching band now. I go to watch marching bands probably about once or twice a year, and that's it. So yes, I did march in a band for 6 years. I played trumpet. I played trumpet for 9 years in like a band. I marched for 6 years, and I have not touched my trumpet, nor have I marched in like 3 years. So I'm a little removed, but I probably don't sound terrible if I picked up a trumpet, but it has been a few years since I've played. You know how you haven't played an instrument for a while, you pick it up and it sounds terrible? Yeah, it might sound bad. People be like, y'all should play trumpet for us on stream. I'm like, I don't know if y'all want that. I haven't picked up that instrument in years. I can play y'all a fun B-flat scale. Yeah. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, but it's also a muscle, right? You have to train your lips. Your lips are a muscle. If I pick up the trumpet after not playing it for a while, my lips will get extremely tired really fast. Like, I'll play the instrument for a little bit and get tired. It's a muscle. I have to build my lip muscles back up. It's a muscle. There are muscles there. Hey, Ruby, how are you? If you are past 25 and have more than 3 friends, you have done some witchery. Yeah, like, how do you make friends IRL? Like, genuinely? Kotaru has a ton of friends. And he literally has a ton of... Oh, your percussion? That's cool. He literally has a ton of friends because he went to college nearby. So all his friends are either still in college and he can literally just go around the corner and go hang out with them. And he can also like do like the alumni stuff with the school. He can come to like their like football games. You know, he's like around the corner for his school. So like it's a lot easier for him to make friends because he can literally hang out with his people because they're around the corner. I can't do that. If I wanted to even do like alumni stuff, I would have to drive 3 hours to the event and then 3 hours back. And I am not willing to do that. Especially because I didn't like a lot of people at my college. I didn't like it. I didn't like a lot. I'm new to your stream. How are you today? Hey, Tank. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You're okay asking questions, Thomas. You don't have to apologize for that. You're okay, Thomas. I like questions. I'm doing a just chatting stream. Asking questions make it easier for me to talk. Scholarship level, I got bored even with jazz band and whatnot. I was on a scholarship too. It wasn't a big scholarship, but also I went to a really poor school, so it was one of the bigger scholarships they gave out. For band scholarships, they gave out anywhere between like 2,000 and 10,000. I think the highest I saw somebody have was 10,000 on the scholarships, and they gave me 6,000 a year, so it was somewhere in the middle. I was on a band scholarship, but I also had a full ride to college, so that band scholarship literally went nowhere. I actually asked them I actually gave up my band scholarship. I spoke to the staff and I said, hey, can you not give me this band scholarship? Like, I'm already going to college for free and I'm not allowed to take out the band money. So it like would just go into my account and then by the end of the semester it disappeared. So I like used to play trumpet really well, but I moved on to double French horn, like really, really well. I bet you did. You probably sound like a little angel, didn't you? Little angel. Bro can probably serenade all of us with their trumpet and French horn skills. I didn't do jazz band because at my college, jazz band was like full of all the prodigies. And while the jazz instructor did really want me to be in the jazz band, I was like, no way. Like, when I tell you they were like prodigy, they were amazing. That jazz band was really small and it was full of the best of the best. I've never heard them play a wrong note before in my life. And I was not going to be the one to show up and ruin it. I wasn't a bad player, but I did miss notes sometimes, and that stressed me out. And I don't like doing smaller band settings because smaller band settings are like, oh, if you mess up and there's just like 2 trumpets, everyone's going to know it's you. You know what I mean? Whereas if I mess up in a full band, it's like, oh, it's fine. Nobody knows it was me other than the person sitting next to me. The crowd, they don't know. They just know somebody messed up. But if it's a band, you got like 2 trumpets. Oh man, they're scary. I also do rowing, so that will help with the strong college resume. Yeah, rowing. That's interesting. That's a cool skill. You had a goal on YouTube that could change YouTube. What would you want to see? I would want to see people watch my YouTube. I would want to see people watch me on YouTube. That's what I would want. I don't know. Was there any VTuber that got you into being a VTuber? Kotaru introduced me to VTubers with Hololive EN's debut. I discovered VTubers through Hololive EN. And I remember watching Gargura and Callie and Ame and their collabs and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. I didn't know VTubers exist. That's so cool. I want to do that. And I was like, man, this stuff looks like so much fun. It looked like so much fun. And I was like, I really want... Because they're like, you know, they're like laughing and they're playing games together and they're like... And they're joking and they're smiling and everyone in the chat is laughing along with them. And I was like, bro, that's so cool. Can I do that? And that's what I did. I remember getting forced into choir for a year because we needed to have only one study hall. And there were so little people, I was forced to fill in alongside show choir. They forced you to do choir? I would cry. Choir is scarier. I feel like singing is scarier than playing an instrument though, because like singing is like your innate ability. You know, you can learn how to play a trumpet, but like some people just can't sing. Some people just might not have the best singing voice, or like, I don't know. I feel like some people just might not be able to sing. I don't know, because like that's like your innate ability versus like having like an external thing. You know, that's scary. I messed up a solo once. I messed up and almost died. I messed up a solo in high school too, but I messed up in a way that most people didn't realize I messed up. I just simply stopped playing. I'm not using that. You can unplug it. I just simply messed up in a way that was like, I stopped playing for a measure. It was a jazz band solo. It was a jazz solo. And for an entire measure, I froze up because I got so nervous. Hey, friends. And I froze. And it was so scary. But people didn't notice. Because it was only a short measure before I jumped back in. So I did mess up a solo, but it wasn't bad. I did not frack any notes. I did not mess up any notes. I just... Thank you. Kotaro brought me food and he's hijacking my food. In the same sentence. Gotta say, you remind me of Doug from the movie Up. Is that a compliment? Doug was Doug the dog in the movie Up? There's a strawberry wing. Who is Doug in the movie Up? You I'm asking you. You don't remember? Welcome to the puppy parade, Mateus. Dog movie Up. I think it's the dog. Yeah, it is dog. Are you telling me I have golden retriever energy? Oh, you're so flattering. Golden retriever energy is good energy to have. Although I am a husky, okay? I should have husky energy. You know, I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper. And I'm dapper. And I'm, That's it. That's all the rhymes I got. In high school, I auditioned for choir, got accepted on the spot, and then left. I just wanted to see what's good. No, I tried doing something like that. So I tried doing something like that because in high school, there was a solo that was going to happen on the field, right? And the band director said, all right, you first trumpets are going to have to audition for the solo. And even though I could not actually do the solo because I had, like, I was going on a lot of college tours that year. So, like, I was going to miss half the performances, so I knew I couldn't do the solo. I still wanted to attempt to do the solo anyways. I was literally going to do the solos anyways, knowing full well. I mean, not do it, but audition knowing full well I couldn't do it. With the game plan of, if somehow I did get accepted and I did better than Kotaro, which is not possible because he was god tier trumpet. If I somehow performed better than him and got the solo, I would have been like, I actually can't be here, so I'm going to bestow the solo upon Kotaro, and it would have been the ultimate power move.
But you know who got the solo?
Yeah, Kotaro got the solo anyway. It didn't matter.
It was me.
It would have been the ultimate power move, though. Imagine that, auditioning just to audition, just to say you did better, and then hand it off to the competition. That was the whole thing, though. That's because I was super jealous of Kotaro in high school, because Kotaro was like way better than me at trumpet, and I was like, man, I can't have that. And you know what I did about it? Nothing. I didn't practice. I just felt bad. I was just angry. Did I practice more so I could be better than Kotaro and outdo him? No. I just frowned and said, that's Kotaro. Kotaro's behind me. He my husband. We live together. He behind me. What's your stream schedule? I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Tuesdays, Yapping After Bark, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yapping, like we're doing right now. Fridays are puppy parties where I play a game with the community. This Friday we're going to be playing Fall Guys together. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Saturdays are Yip Yap mornings. Same thing, just chatting, but in the morning this time. So I try to stream 3 times a week. I'm only streaming on Wednesday today because I had a very stressful encounter this past week and I had to push the stream back so I could deal with that stressful thing. So that's a huge switch in the background. Yeah, it's a Switch TV. You like it? You like it? Doug story. I don't know about Doug's story. I don't know about all that. Forced to do Phantom of the Opera. You love it? Yeah, me too. I have to admit, I do watch Cinder and Fillion. Yeah, you watch the big VTubers. I find it flattering when someone tells me that they watch the big VTubers, but they're at my stream. Like, what are you doing here, friend? Are you lost? Are you lost? Still hurts how 2 out of 3 of them graduate. Yeah. How Live Ian's first wave is skedaddling slowly. Fun fact, VTubers existed before the term was used. Yeah, they did. I just didn't know anything about them. I wish I would discover them earlier. I could have been one of the people, I could have been one of the people who started streaming in like, I don't know, like 2019 or something. That would have been fun. Join your Discord server to help and support people. I want to try to help build a community on my channel. Happy to support channels. Yeah, come on in. My Discord is very active. There's such yappers, and I'm a yapper, and everyone talks every single day. Sometimes they be talking a little too much that I can't keep up with what they saying, but that's okay. I've been lucky to have an active community since I started. Even when my channel was small, I had like a select like 5 people who were just super active and talk all the time, which was not a good thing at the time because they used to be really, I don't know, they were just like at each other's throat all the time in the beginning. And now the server has morphed into a cozy, fun environment. And I'm so glad that change happened. It was such a crazy change for the better, you know? Such a crazy change for the betters, Bark, hey doggo! Thanks for the 44 months, dude. That's so crazy. 44 months is a subscription. Bro, I don't think I've ever committed to anything other than VTuber for like longer than like a month. And you're subbing to me for 44. That's crazy. I only like your stream because there's no option to leave the stream. Is that what it is, to leave the stream? Yeah, you can't go anywhere. I'm sorry, you stuck with me. Yeah, you're stuck with me. There's nothing you can do. I'm holding you here. If you go somewhere, I beat you up. Yeah. I went to school. It's a struggle. Having people... Getting in a space where you can like yap freely on stream takes a long time. Trust me, I didn't start doing just chatting streams until like exclusively just chatting streams until a few months ago. Before that, I did gaming content, and I've been streaming since 2021. I didn't do just chatting streams. I felt like I didn't have enough people to do just chatting streams. But then I also realized that like if you want people, I would have like 4 to like 6 lurkers every stream, and that was like that was like the average for a while. But then I realized that like if you want people to talk, you kind of have to talk. So I started just doing like just chatting streams with just like those 6 people. It would be me and those 6 people, aka a pretty empty chat with a lot of people just lurking and watching. Until eventually more people stopped by and they started yapping and yapping and yapping. And now I can do yapping streams all the time and not run out of things to say. I mean, that's not true. I do run out of things to say, but then I just end streams, so like problem solved. I'd be like, well, I don't have anything to say anymore. Bye. That's what I usually do. I literally do that sometimes. That's why I enjoy looking for each to watch. It's also important to watch other streamers too, you know, so you can get a feel for like what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. You know, let others influence ya. See how the popular streamers are becoming so popular. What are they doing? What's cool about them? And you can learn from them. It's important. I mean, there is no option to love your streams. You said it again. There's no option to love my stream. You can't love my stream? Why? Why can't you love it? I thought my stream was lovable. You don't love my streams? You don't love my streams? Also, you're on YouTube. Where did you find the Discord? I haven't dropped the Discord link on YouTube in a long time. Where'd you find that? Where'd you find it? Welcome to the Puppy Parade Coach. How are you? What you been up to? I hope it's not no shenanigans. You shouldn't be up to no shenanigans. But yeah, you guys should join the Discord. I dropped the link on the YouTube. I'm dropping the link again. Oh well, you should join the Discord. Join the Discord. I promise it's fun. It's in the info in your description. It is? Oh, the description of the video. Shoot, I'm not used to YouTube. I forgot that I have like an automatic description. Whoopsie. Yeah, I guess there is a lot of links and stuff in the YouTube. I didn't think anyone actually looked at the descriptions of like live streams. Y'all look at the descriptions of live streams? I didn't think anyone did. I was convinced that I was just writing. I just had that description there just to have it there. Crazy. The more you know, man. The more you know. Anyways, for my Twitch friends, there is going to be a 3-minute ad break in 1 minute. During that time, I will put on the be right back screen so that nobody has to miss a single thing, okay? I'm going to put on the be right back screen. During that time, Kotaru brought me some lovely food, so I'm going to be spending 3 minutes eating as many fries as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the be right back screen binge eating fries. So yeah, I'm gonna. Hello, friend. How are you? Remember when YouTube wasn't owned by Google? No, I actually don't remember that. I didn't have access to YouTube until like a while. You know, like I genuinely did not have access to YouTube until like after like a long time had passed. I don't know. My parents were very reluctant to give me like a phone or even an iPad, like iPod or iPad growing up. So I didn't have like free range until YouTube until I was like high school. So before then I was just like I didn't know much. But anyways, y'all, be right back. I will see you guys in 3 minutes, okay? Okay? Yeah, be right back. Hey, peoples! I came back! Just like I said I would. Are you excited? I always come back after Be Right Back screens. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I actually come back after the 3 minutes. Except for that one time where when I went upstairs to eat a cookie during my Be Right Back screen and forgot I was streaming because the cookie was so good. I do like cookies. And I came back like 10 minutes late and everybody was like, Cyan, where were you? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot I was streaming. I was eating a cookie. It was a really big cookie too. I was eating a massive cookie in the kitchen. Ah, dang, I didn't come to stream. I was too busy munching. Welcome back, thank you. Also, hey, Sonic. Hey, Sonic. I'm Sonic Creeper Man. Hey, Sonic Creeper Man, do you got Sonic Cross Worlds? I feel like your name is like perfect for Sonic Cross World because there's creepers in Sonic Cross Worlds now. See what I'm saying? Because they got the Minecraft one. You have to have Sonic Cross Worlds, right? That's the first thing I do when I join a new channel to watch. You always read the description on the YouTubes? I didn't know people do that. You're planning on getting it? You should get it. Sonic Cross Worlds is such a good game. I don't even like racing games. Like, that's how you know it's a good game. It made me like a racing game. I bought this game, what? I've had this game for like 1 to 2 weeks now. Bro, how many hours I got? Let me find it. How many hours I got? Sonic Racing Cross World. I got 13.5 hours. That's a lot for me. I don't be playing no games. That's a lot for me. Chicken nuggets or chicken tenders? Chicken strips. Take it or leave it. Which is basically chicken tenders. You know, the little chicken strips. I always get the little chicken strips. I like the strip. Nuggets all the way. No, chicken nuggets don't taste good, though. And don't you come in here talking about no dino nuggies either. I bought dino nuggies. Sorry, my parents bought dino nuggies a few months ago before they like moved out and stuff, before they left and everything. Because we had like kids in the house, so they brought dino nuggies. And I ate the dino nuggies because we had a bunch left over after like the kids went back to their houses. And oh my god, I was like, oh, I haven't had these in years, let me try it. When I tell you, those were the soggiest, nastiest nuggets I've ever had. I think it's insane that I grew up eating that stuff and thinking that food like that was top tier. Welcome to the Puppy Parade, Nacho. I genuinely thought that they like Hot Pockets and microwave burritos and dino nuggies were like top tier food. And if you took me like to a restaurant or something, I didn't want to eat real food because I was so used to like the heavily processed like microwavables. It was insane. Like, you would take me anywhere else and I'd be like, I don't want that. It's not a Hot Pocket. It's not a cup of noodle. It's not a microwavable tiny pizza. I don't want it. You had dino nuggies for dinner? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dino nuggies for dinner? You were talking to some friends on Discord? Did you have a fun time talking to them? Did y'all have a good conversation? I hope so. I don't be talking in voice chat in the Discord like I want to. But that's because since I stream so frequent. You know how I said I like streaming because I get my social battery. I get all of the social needs out. Yeah, that also means that I don't really go hang out in the voice chat in the Discord often because I already get all my socialization out on stream. I have nothing to say after stream's over. Like, I spend such a long time yapping that when stream's over and like I hit that like stop streaming button, I just kind of sit and stare. So I'm like, man, I talked for like almost 3 hours straight. There is nothing else left to say. And then 30 minutes later, I'm yapping Kotaro's ear off. So, I mean, I guess there is always more things to say. I don't know. You did it, sorry, no. You're not supposed to. No. I have a choir concert and we are singing Stepping Out on My Baby. Do you know how that... Do you know that song? Because I'm so nervous even though I went to my choir class. The lyrics are so hard to understand. No, I don't know that song, actually. I really don't. Stepping Out... Is it a good song? Do you at least like it? Like, is it a good sounding song? What makes the lyrics hard to understand? Like, is it like a fast song? Like you gotta like say it like super fast, or are the lyrics just like dumb? Like what makes it hard? Sometimes I joined a few servers, just chatting to peeps. I used to chat a lot to people in Discord servers when I had a lot more free time. That was. Now that I'm like a full-time teacher, a kindergarten teacher, and then when I'm not teaching, I'm like I get streaming things together. Like it's so long. It's a good song. It's a lot of work. It's a good song, but I know mostly lyrics. But my choir class is basically like 2:30, and we get out at 3:25. And basically at 2:30, my brain just shuts off because I want to go home. Oh, you have choir at the end of the day. I think we had band at the end of the day as well. I'm trying to think back on it. I think I kind of remember like band being in the day, but like I don't know if that's true or not, because my memories of like being in school are so long ago. Like so long ago. You get out of school at 4. My school that I work at, we start dismissal at like 2:45. So the kids get to leave. Kids are probably like in their cars and stuff at home, or on the bus on their way home at like 3 o'clock. I don't get to leave until 3:30 though. We have to stay and make sure every kid gets where they need to go. Man, I'm about to just one day just walk out and be like, man, sorry, you kids gonna have to figure out where to go on your own today. You know where the buses are. Good luck, and then leave. That's what I do sometimes. I go to school in the morning at 7. Me too. But I'm a teacher. I'm required to get there early. School starts at like 8. So like the doors open at 7:30 and they start at 8. So I have to be in by like 7. I gotta get in earlier, you know. But it's important that we come in early anyways, because like there's usually like something I have to do in the morning. Whether it's like look over the lessons for the day, or like print a bunch of copies for what they're gonna do. A lot of last minute things. Construction students, what are you going to construct? A house? What you studenting for? You gonna build houses? You going to construct a road? What are we constructing? Huh? Starts at 8:20, and most of the time my dog tries to steal my clothes to get ready. It's annoying. I have pajamas on. I try to wake up. I try to get ready, but my dog just tries to steal my clothes. Man, I wish my dog would try to steal my clothes. AKA, I wish I had an indoor dog. I just wish I had a dog. My science teacher was learning all about fungi cells, and it's so disgusting. Oh, I'm sure. A lot of biology stuff is nasty. Nasty biology. I didn't take biology classes like that though. I was a chemistry. I took chemistry for a while, which was a mistake because chemistry was really hard. Everyone kept saying, take biology, it's the easiest of the sciences. Because we had biology, chemistry, and physics. And I was like, no. Biology is boring. Chemistry sounds interesting. I'm gonna take that. And then I like did really poorly in like all the classes, and I probably should have taken biology because it's a lot easier to understand. But you know, it's all good. Blueprint reading, sheds, and picnic tables. You're gonna make picnic tables and sheds? Can you make me one? Sometimes I dream about living in a shed in a random location. Because like a big enough shed is basically like a tiny house, right? So like if you can like get enough stuff in that tiny shed, then you can make your own little house in there. I tried most of my classes today because I needed a break. That's valid. I was failing a class once and I dropped it before they could fail me. Yeah. That's how I kept my shiny GPA. I literally dream about, I've always dreamt about like living in a shed looking. It's like a tiny house and you can deck it out yourself. And as long as you don't have to pay for the property, which sucks, you still have to pay for property. But like, imagine finding, I don't know, making a shed in the middle of the woods or something. I don't know. Then you can like live your own life and your own like little makeshift house. And some sheds are even made to look like tiny houses too. I've seen some sheds that are like decorated as mini houses, and I'm like, that's the one. I would live in there. Especially when I was a teenager, I really wanted to live in a shed too. I wanted to live in the shed in my backyard because I wanted my own space and I was tired of sharing a house with my parents. So I was like, I just want to live in the shed so that I can be close to my parents and I can still talk to my parents, but I can get my space by myself. You know, I could be a shed dweller. Yeah. And we have to do a cell project where we basically have to build a 3D model out of cardboard. Oh, that's fun. And I don't even know what cell I want to do. Like, I don't know what to do because there's so many different types of cells. Well, at least you get like a more hands-on activity for like a project. Those are, I would say they're fun, but they're stressful. They're fun in comparison to the alternative. You know, instead of taking a test, you get to build something. So they're fun instead of the alternative, but they are still kind of stressful. Yeah. I'm in 8th grade, and 8th grade is so hard because we are learning about the Chinese Cultural Revolution. I don't know anything about that. What games did you play or still play? I streamed games for a long time. I streamed a lot of things. I streamed Pokemon, Violet. I streamed like knockoff Pokemons like Koromon, Power World. Bro, you were an IB? I was an IB student. It's crazy. I was an IB. I took IB chemistry, IB HL. All right, Spanish. I know what they were talking about. I know what was going on. I took IB English. You got theory of knowledge, which is a staple in all the IB courses. Oh yeah, it was terrible. It was adequate. My GPA, it was not happy. My GPA was faltering, but it was bad. It was my weighted GPA was amazing though, because IB is weighted like really heavily. So like an A is like a 6 point towards your GPA instead of like a 4. So my weighted GPA was really good despite having a bunch of C's and D's. My unweighted, it was still okay. Like my unweighted wasn't the best. But anyways, back to what I was talking about with the games I played. I played Pokemon. Last week we streamed Mario Kart. Every Friday I do a community game and stream Mario Kart. I play Minecraft sometimes. I like Sonic Racing. I used to play a lot of cozy games on streams, like Field of Mystria, Stardew Valley, Rune Factory. I wanted to be a cozy gamer. That's like what my thing was. I wanted to be a cozy gamer. I only associated myself with and played games that were like, had cutesy aesthetics and were like cute, bright colors, calm games and whatnot. Hey, schizophrenic, how are you? Lucky's workies, yeah. I hope you have a good work day. I do. So I did used to want to be a cozy streamer. It didn't work out. I wanted to have like those comfy like game environment where people like fall asleep while like watching your streams, and they get like super relaxed and you're just hanging out chilling. You got like a lot of lurkers and stuff. That didn't work out. I didn't have as many people watching me when I gamed, so I started talking. And now I dare you to sleep through my yaps. You better listen to every single word I am ever saying. No one's allowed to go to sleep while I'm around yapping, okay? You're not allowed to. You have to listen to every little thing I say. Anyways, y'all, there's food next to me, and I'm all yapped out. So it's about time I start ending the stream. I do appreciate everybody coming. For those, I'm gonna reiterate what I said in the beginning of the stream. Hey Rose, how are you? Before I go on to reiterate what I said at the beginning of the stream, I will be rebranding next month, away from the marching band theme to teacher science, since I am a kindergarten teacher, and I talk to I talk about a lot of like teacher things on stream as opposed to like marching stuff. So I will be rebranding very soon. I'm gonna have a new outfit, new emotes, new overlays, a new background, a new classroom background. It's gonna be real cute. I have a lot of stuff, okay? It's gonna cost me an arm and a leg, so we'll see. I'm gonna be throwing money to the wind for a rebrand. I'm not changing my merch though. That's not going to get changed for a long time. So sorry if you like Teacher Cyan, but you only get in marching band merch, bro. I ain't got the money. I ain't got the funds to be changing merch. To change the merch on the website would cost a lot of money, and I ain't doing that. Only last 30 minutes I remember watching a stream of someone sleeping once. Only last 30 minutes. I mean, but like, what is the fun in watching somebody like sleep though? Like, what do you do? Hi, gamer. Guys, y'all joining. I'm ending. It's time for me to skedaddle. I don't know. I feel like I've only been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I usually do like 3. But like I feel like I'm all yapped out. I feel like I told every story I want to tell. I ain't got nothing left to yap about. It's because I talk so fast. I was talking too fast this stream. That's one thing I gotta work on, is talking slower. Because like, if I'm talking so fast all the time, I'm constantly running out of stories quicker, right? But if I talk slower, we can prolong the experience together. I just be talking too fast. Anyway, let's see who we going raid. We also made our follower goal of 2.8k. Hopefully we can get 3k soon. Woo! Let's see who is live. Mink is live. Debug is live. And those are the 2 people from my Vtuber group. My Vtuber group is called Rame. Welcome to the puppy parade, Ash. It's called Rame. It is a group of other. I am the owner of that group. Is a group of other wholesome VTubers. Super duper wholesome. They're all wholesome and not necessarily friendly, but they all, you know, have. They don't curse. They don't say anything like inappropriate. They're all SFW. And we're gonna raid Debug, who's playing Motor Slice. He's always playing games I've literally never heard of. I have no idea what this game is. But we're gonna raid him. I see y'all on Friday, same time. We're gonna play Fall Guys. That's what everyone said they wanted to play. We're gonna play Fall Guys on Friday. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, okay? So be here or be square. Fall Guys is free, by the way. At least it used to be. I hope it's still free. I gotta check that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still free, though. So we'll go see. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for stopping by, okay? Okay, I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.